All right. Well, hello everyone. To our first time guests, welcome. And to those who came back for more of our real world financial advice for free, welcome back. My name is Daniel Leitner, and I'm a financial advisor here with Hendricks Wealth and Estate Management. And I'll be the one guiding us today as we dive into how our network shapes our net worth. Before we dive too deep into the content for today's presentation, I want to cover who we are at Hendricks, what we do, and what separates us from other financial advisors you might run into on the street. So we're a team of 8 people who are financial advisors, estate planners, insurance salespeople, and mortgage brokers. We try to offer services in every financial area we can to provide our clients with a fully comprehensive financial plan that they know is working together on all sides. We have no minimums, and we are actively seeking to add new clients who want help investing and building out their financial plan. So back to our topic for today of how our network influences our net worth. This topic isn't something that appears on a balance sheet, but it often is something that determines what eventually does. Most people think wealth is simply about investments, income, or even luck. While those things matter, one of the greatest predictors of long-term success is the quality of the people we surround ourselves with. Our relationships influence our habits, our decisions, our opportunities, and even our health. Today, we'll explore why your network may be one of your greatest financial assets. In general, if you ask people what they want most out of life, the answers usually come back to 3 things: good health, financial independence, and strong relationships. These are all interconnected. Healthy people generally make better decisions. Better decisions lead to greater financial stability. And better decision making, financial stability, and healthy habits help build strong relationships that can provide encouragement, accountability, and opportunity. So when one pillar moves and improves, the others often improve as well. Something that I think we all can attest to is that as human beings, we naturally adapt to our environment. For instance, if everyone around us exercises, we become more likely to exercise. If everyone close to us chooses to complain, we start to complain more. If everyone in our inner circle is financially disciplined and saves money, we start to save more. The habits of the people we choose to surround ourselves with are contagious. They quietly shape our standards, and that can either work for us or against us. I think we all can think of a relationship we had that moved us in the wrong direction. But I think we also can think of a relationship that we've had that moved us in the right direction. All right. Now, when we think of investments, we often just think about stocks, bonds, or real estate. But relationships can often provide the highest return. A single introduction can change a career. One mentor can save years of mistakes. One trusted advisor can prevent a costly financial decisions. Relationships compound just like investments. Many people assume success comes from sending more resumes. In reality, many of the best opportunities never become public. They travel through conversations. People hire people they trust. Business owners refer people they respect. Investors back people they know. Your network becomes a bridge to opportunities you may never find alone. Your network doesn't just know what you do, they know who you are. Every interaction builds your reputation. People remember, did you keep your word? Did you follow through? Were you helpful? Were you trustworthy? A strong reputation compounds over decades. Building off these last few slides, we can start to see that there is not just the financial aspect of wealth. There are several others. There's social wealth, think relationships. There's intellectual wealth, which is actual thinking power or knowledge. And then there's time wealth, which is freedom and having control over your own schedule. Often, social capital creates financial capital. Why? Because who you know can lead to greater opportunities, which can lead to better financial outcomes. And then, once you build financial capital, you start inching closer to time capital, which allows you to choose what you do and gives you the freedom to choose when you do it. That is the most powerful capital of all, in my opinion. That is exactly why people save for all their lives, so they can choose what they do at any given moment. And in all honesty, it allows them to choose what they don't want to do, which can be even more powerful. The main idea here is who you know, and how much trust you built can create opportunities money alone cannot buy. Relationships are often the key that unlocks the door to opportunity. Let's segue now to another piece of the pie that impacts our wealth, which is our health. Good health almost improves every area of life. People who are in good health have more energy, have better cognitive function, are able to focus for longer periods of time. And given all that, they're able to make better decisions. If you are not healthy and are stressed out, it often creates a recipe to make poorer choices financially and just in general. Exercise, sleep, nutrition, and mental wellness aren't just health topics, they're financial topics too. Let me tell you, everything you do impacts everything else. Every action has a reaction that can cause a change reaction. All right, well, what am I trying to say here? One small habit, one small change, one small thought can create a ripple effect across your entire life. Think about it like this. Your friend, Bob, has eaten a Hershey bar every day for the past 10 years. He has one thought about changing his habit and he forms a new discipline of eating an apple instead. Do you think he'll be healthier in the next 10 years than he was in the last 10 years? Of course he will be. It starts with one thought, one action, one commitment. And the beautiful thing is, Bob can decide to change his life any day he wants, and so can you. The point I'm trying to make is your health matters more than your wealth, and that is coming from me, a financial advisor. Let me give you an example to get my point across. Let's say I gave you $1 million. How would that make you feel? Probably pretty good. Now, what if I told you you could keep the $1 million, but you could not wake up in the morning? I don't think any of you would take that deal. So by default, every day is worth $1 million to you. We just have to change our perspective to see it from that lens. Our health is what gives us an extra day on this planet. It's not to be taken lightly. All right, let's move on to our next topic. Money does not need to create happiness on its own, but it is the knowledge of the options that money creates that gives us that good feeling. Knowing we have financial security allows us to spend more time with our family or help others or support causes we believe in. The purpose of wealth is to improve our lifestyle, not simply accumulate numbers. So how do we build a great network that leads us to opportunities to improve our health and wealth? Well, unfortunately, great networks don't appear overnight. They're built intentionally. Ask yourself, who challenges me? Who inspires me? Who knows something I don't? Who shares my values or the values I want to have? Great networks not only involve surrounding yourself with the right people, but they also require time. We need time to build trust with our group. We need time to develop the muscle needed to regularly repeat the disciplines we choose to undertake. And we need time to see the results. This is not a quick fix, but it does give us the opportunity to get a little better each day. The first tip I can give you on building a strong network is that the best networks aren't built by asking. They're built by serving. Help people solve problems. Connect people who should know each other. Share useful resources. Celebrate other people's success. People naturally remember those who create value consistently. All the things we talked about today are interconnected between your health, your wealth, and your relationships. Healthy people generally make better decisions. Better decisions and following through leads to deeper and stronger relationships. And better decisions, along with a more connected network, leads to an opportunity at better financial outcomes. The idea here is that when one pillar moves, the other two move right along with it. You can start to build momentum one way or the other pretty easily, but you have to have the discipline to continue following through to make it all worthwhile. If you're looking to build your network, this slide here shows 5 ways you can do that. However, please note that networking isn't just about collecting business cards, it's about building genuine relationships. Simple habits compound over years. One meaningful conversation every month becomes dozens of trusted relationships over a decade. Consistency beats intensity. Most life-changing opportunities don't arrive dramatically. They begin with a simple conversation. One mentor, one introduction, one referral, one client, one partnership. Never underestimate the value of showing up, being prepared, and treating people well. I'll leave you with one final thought. Imagine 2 people with identical education, identical intelligence, and identical income. One surrounds themselves with people who encourage growth, integrity, learning, and generosity. and the other surrounds themselves with negativity, complacency, and short-term thinking. Fast forward 20 years. Their lives are unlikely to look the same. And trust me that the difference won't simply be their investment portfolio. So as you leave today, ask yourself 3 questions. Am I investing in my health? Am I investing in my financial future? Am I investing in relationships that will help me become the person I want to be? Because your greatest investment may not be a stock or business or piece of real estate. It may be the people you choose to walk through life with. All right. Looking at our upcoming webinars, we have Jim Madel presenting next Wednesday, August 26th, on the topic of Could Your Spouse Take Over Tomorrow? It's a good presentation that will make sure you are organized and thinking ahead. Just a quick reminder that we do these webinars nearly every Wednesday, and they are at 11:30 Central or 12:30 Eastern, depending on your time zone. So that concludes my presentation today. Thank you so much, everybody, for your time today. Whether you're tuning in live or watching this video as a playback, we really appreciate you stopping in. So please, everybody, have a great day, and feel free to reach out with any questions you have to info@hendrickswealth.com or give us a call at 847-428-3997. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a good one.